The room is cold. Not the cold of a winter morning, but the cold of a life left stagnant. You are lying there, staring at a ceiling that has seen every one of your unfulfilled promises. The clock on the wall does not tick, it judges. Every second is a drop of blood leaking from the vein of your potential. The air is heavy with the scent of unwashed intentions. You feel the weight of the blanket, but it does not provide warmth. It feels like a shroud. Outside, the world is moving. The sun is rising over a horizon you have yet to claim. But here, in the dim light of your own indecision, a voice begins to speak. It is not a loud voice. It does not scream. It whispers with the precision of a razor blade. It tells you that you are not enough. It reminds you of every time you tripped, every time you stayed down, every time you chose the easy path. This is the voice of your doubt. It is an ancient predator. It has lived in the shadows of men's minds since the first fire was lit in the first cave. It wants you to stay in the dark. It wants you to believe that the storm outside is too great for a man of your small stature. It wants you to believe that your ancestors' blood has been diluted into water. Listen to it. Listen to how pathetic it sounds when you actually look it in the eye. The war is not out there. The war is not against the economy, your boss, or the people who walked away from you. The war is happening in the 6 inches between your ears. You are a modern man living in an age of pillows and screens. You have been told that comfort is the goal. You have been told that pain is a mistake. They lied to you. Comfort is the slow death of the soul. It is the rust that eats the blade. Think of the steel. Steel is not born sharp. It is born as raw ore, buried in the dirt. It must be pulled from the ground. It must be broken. It must be thrown into a heat that would kill any living thing. Then it is struck. The hammer does not apologize. The hammer does not ask if the iron is tired. The hammer strikes because that is its purpose. Every blow is a lesson. Every spark is a weakness leaving the metal. If the iron could speak, it would scream for the heat to stop. It would beg for the hammer to rest. But if the smith listens to the iron, the result is scrap. If the smith ignores the cries and continues the work, the result is a masterpiece. You are both the smith and the iron. You have been avoiding the fire because you fear the heat. You have been avoiding the hammer because you fear the pain. And so, you remain blunt. You remain useless. Your doubt is the ghost of the iron that refuses to be forged. It tells you that the fire will consume you. It tells you that you will break under the strike. I am here to tell you that you are already breaking. You are breaking under the weight of your own potential that you refuse to use. That gnawing feeling in your gut. That is not anxiety. That is the warrior inside you trying to kick down the door of the cage you built out of excuses. Look at your hands. They are soft. They have spent too much time holding glass and plastic. They should be holding the weight of your own life. Your ancestors stood on the decks of wooden ships in the middle of a black ocean. They did not have GPS. They did not have safety nets. They had the stars, their brothers, and an iron will. When the waves rose higher than the mast, they did not look for someone to blame. They gripped the wood tighter. They leaned into the gale. They knew that the sea does not care about your feelings. The sea only respects one thing, the strength to endure it. You carry that same DNA. It is buried under layers of modern distraction. It is buried under the need for likes and the fear of being judged. But it is there. It is a dormant volcano waiting for the right moment to erupt. Your doubt is a scavenger. It feeds on your hesitation. Every time you say tomorrow, you feed the vulture. Every time you say, I'm not ready, you give it another day of life. You will never be ready. Preparation is a myth for the timid. You become ready by doing. You become a runner by running until your lungs burn like embers. You become a leader by standing up when everyone else is kneeling. You become a man of honor by keeping the promises you made to yourself when no one was watching. The world is full of talkers. Men who discuss what they will do. Men who tweet about their philosophies. They are ghosts. Their words are smoke. A warrior is a man of action. A warrior speaks through the results of his labor. Silence your doubts by outworking them. When the voice says you are tired, go another mile. When the voice says you are failing, work another hour. Doubt cannot survive in the presence of momentum. It is a parasite that requires you to stand still. Move. Even if you move in the wrong direction, move. You can steer a moving ship, but you cannot steer one that is anchored in the mud of self-pity. The internal battle is won in the small moments. It is won when the alarm goes off and the room is cold. It is won when you choose the water over the poison. It is won when you choose the book over the screen. These are the skirmishes that decide the war. You think you are waiting for a great battle. You think one day a giant will appear on your horizon and you will find your courage. That is a lie. The giant is the man you are today. The giant is your own laziness. The giant is the desire to fit in. If you cannot defeat the urge to sleep in, how will you defeat the world? If you cannot master your own body, how will you master your destiny? Discipline is not a cage. Discipline is the key to the kingdom. The man who can do what he does not want to do is the only truly free man. Everyone else is a slave to their impulses, a slave to their moods, a slave to the weather. A modern Viking does not care about his mood. He cares about his mission. His mission is to be the pillar of his family, to be the shield for the weak, to be the forge for the future. This requires a heart of stone and a mind of light. You must be cold to your own weaknesses. You must be ruthless with your time. Time is the only currency that cannot be earned back. Every minute you spend doubting is a minute you stole from the man you are supposed to become. You are committing a crime against your own legacy. Stop looking for a sign. The hunger in your stomach is the sign. The dissatisfaction in your soul is the sign. You were not meant for a quiet life of desperation. You were meant to leave a scar on the world. Think of the men who came before you. They are watching, not from some distant heaven, but through the very cells of your body. They endured the frost of the north. They endured the hunger of the long winters. They fought for every inch of ground they held. They did not do this so that you could sit on a couch and complain about your stress. They did this so that their line would continue, so that a stronger, faster, wiser version of them would one day walk the earth. Are you that version? Or are you the point where the line starts to fade? The warrior's code is simple. Act, endure, overcome. There is no fourth option. There is no complain. There is no surrender. When you face a wall, you climb it or you break it. You do not sit at the base and write a poem about how high it is. Modern life has made us soft. It has given us air conditioning and fast food and instant gratification. It has removed the friction. And without friction, there is no heat. Without heat, the metal cannot be shaped. You must seek out friction. You must go where it is difficult. You must choose the path that makes your heart race. The doubt you feel is actually a compass. It points directly toward the thing you need to do most. Are you afraid to start that business? Do it. Are you afraid to speak the truth? Speak it. Are you afraid of the physical pain of the training? Embrace it. Fear is the shadow of greatness. If there is no fear, there is no risk. If there is no risk, there is no glory. The warrior does not ask for an easy life. He asks for the strength to survive a hard one. He knows that the easiest path leads to the graveyard of forgotten men. The hard path leads to the Hall of Heroes. Not heroes of movies, but heroes of reality. The father who works 3 jobs to give his children a chance. The leader who takes the blame when things go wrong and gives away the credit when they go right. The man who stands his ground when the mob tells him to move. Your doubt will tell you that you are alone. It will tell you that no one understands your struggle. It is lying. Every man of value has walked through this fire. Every leader has stood in the dark and wondered if he would see the dawn. The difference is that they kept walking. They did not wait for the feeling of confidence to arrive. Confidence is a byproduct of competence. Competence is a byproduct of repetition. Repetition is a byproduct of discipline. Do the work when you feel like it. Do the work when you don't feel like it. Eventually, the work becomes who you are. The doubt then has nowhere to sit. The house of your mind is too busy with the sound of the hammer to hear the whisper of the ghost. Build your temple, brick by brick, sweat by sweat. Do not look at the top of the mountain. Look at your feet. Take the next step, then the next, then the next. The mountain does not move, but you do. And one day you will look down and realize the clouds are beneath you. The philosophy of the warrior is the philosophy of ownership. You own your failures. You own your scars. You own your silence. When you stop blaming your childhood, your parents, or your circumstances, you gain a power that no one can take away. You become the architect of your own fate. You become the captain of your own soul. The modern Viking does not wait for fate to decide his life. He carves his own runes into the stone of reality. He knows that word, or destiny, is woven by his own hands every single day. What are you weaving right now? Are you weaving a tapestry of regret? Or are you weaving a banner that your children will be proud to carry? The world is a chaotic place. It is a storm that never ends. You cannot control the storm. You can only control the ship. You can only control the man standing at the wheel. Make that man unbreakable. Make that man a mountain. Let the waves crash. Let the winds howl. Let the doubt scream until its throat is raw. You remain. You are the constant in the equation of your life. If you are strong, your life is strong. If you are weak, your life is a mess. There is no middle ground. There is no trying. There's only doing or not doing. The world does not reward intentions. It rewards impact. Listen to the silence now. The voice of doubt has grown quiet because you are finally listening to the truth. The truth is that you are capable of more than you can imagine. The truth is that your limits are just illusions you agreed to believe. The truth is that you have a fire inside you that could burn down a forest, yet you have been using it to light a single candle. No more. Blow out the candle. Let the fire roar. This is the internal war. This is the modern Viking mindset. It is not about the beard or the tattoos. It is about the spirit. It is about the refusal to be a victim. It is about the honor of the struggle. Pain is your teacher. Discipline is your weapon. Purpose is your shield. When you walk out of your door today, do not walk like a man who is looking for a way to survive. Walk like a man who has already won. Walk with the weight of your ancestors behind you and the weight of your legacy in front of you. The doubt is gone. It has been drowned in the blood of your new resolve. It has been burned in the forge of your ambition. You are no longer the prey. You are the hunter. You are the storm. What will they say about you when you are gone? Will they say you were a man who avoided the struggle? Will they say you were a man who lived for the weekend and died in the chair? Or will they say you were a force of nature? Will they say that you were a man who silenced his doubts and found his soul? Will they say that you left the world better than you found it? Legacy is not something that happens at the end. Legacy is what you are building right now. It is in the way you speak. It is in the way you carry your shoulders. It is in the way you handle defeat. Be a man of iron. Be a man of your word. Be a man who does not flinch when the fire gets hot. The era of the weak man is ending. The era of the hollow soul is over. A new dawn is coming, and it belongs to those who are willing to bleed for their dreams. It belongs to the warriors. It belongs to the modern leaders who have found their heart. It belongs to you. If you choose it, if you earn it, the room is no longer cold. The silence is no longer judging. The clock is no longer a reminder of death, but a call to life. Stand up. Do not check your phone. Do not look for distraction. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel the air in your lungs. You are alive. You are here. The war is won. Now go out and claim the territory. Let the world know that a man of honor has arrived. Let the doubt see you moving and know that it has lost. You are the forge. You are the hammer. You are the steel. Go. The horizon is waiting. The legacy is yours to write. The internal war has ended. The external conquest begins now. Silence your doubts forever by becoming the man who was too busy conquering to ever hear them. This is your time. This is your life. This is your honor. Keep the fire burning. Never look back. The wolf is at the door, but you are the one with the teeth. The storm is coming, but you are the one who brings the lightning. Be the mountain. Be the king. Be the warrior. Silence the doubt. Find the steel. The world belongs to the discipline. The world belongs to you. Stay focused, stay dangerous, stay honorable, and above all, stay true to the man you were meant to become. The forge is hot. The hammer is ready. Strike now, and strike with everything you have. There is no tomorrow. There is only the eternal now. Make it count. Make it legendary. The silence is yours. The victory is yours. The legacy starts today. The modern warrior is awake, and the world will never be the same. Go, command your fate. Silence your doubts forever.